I was thinking about Wonder Woman, and I'm like, would she be blue? But that'd be weird because then it would be just her underpants.
It'd probably be. Welcome back to another episode of Void City Reviews. I am Dan.
I'm Toast.
And today we are looking at two different figures here. These are two different gold label exclusives. One is from Amazon.com. The other one is from BigBadToyStore.com. This is an exclusive glow-in-the-dark John Stewart Green Lantern figure. And this is an exclusive accent edition black and white Martian Manhunter. This one was 3,000 pieces, the Green Lantern, and the Martian Manhunter was 3,010 pieces for some reason. We figure those 10 just went somewhere else. You thought maybe they were signed or something special.
Yeah, it's a small enough number that I figure you could get like, it's not even a pallet at 10, but you could get a shipment and like do something special with it. Not that we've heard anything, but yeah. 10 figures, I don't know.
It's weird to have like 3,000 and then, oh, this one has 3,010. But whatever.
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird. So this kind of continues in the line of these special edition figures with these nice big boxes with the slip covers and either an accent with black and white or grayscale with a color, or in this case glow in the dark for Amazon. That's kind of cool.
And we previously looked at a couple of the accents.
Yep. There's the past video here. We looked at Superman, The Flash, and Spawn. And those were all accent editions, so this would go technically with that line of figures right there. I say this Green Lantern fits in as well. We were wondering last time if we would get a Green Lantern and if they would make him green. We thought probably because Spawn isn't part of the DC Comics universe, so that green wouldn't count. But here we've already got another figure that's red, just like Superman was red, so reusing colors is apparently not an issue.
This could have been purple. I don't know.
It could have been green also, but yeah, purple might have been a better one to go with. But then there'd be a lot of purple, I feel like, because that's like every other color on him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
I guess they kind of had to go with red.
It's a little weird.
But here they are. I'm going to leave them in here for the time being. Just kind of take a look at this presentation.
I like the green of the swords.
Yeah, they look pretty cool. Especially being the glow-in-the-dark nature. But yeah, they do look pretty nice. I like the green on the rest of them too. You know, it's...
The thing I'll say about that is there's a level of unexpected consistency as far as like the forearm versus the wrist ball joint. Because ordinarily you'd get joints.
Yeah.
And
they're always a little bit off.
Right.
This is pretty close.
This is close. It's well done.
I do like on most of the green parts, it's almost a little bit translucent looking.
Yes.
Like on top, so that's kind of nice. It makes it look almost like a glowing willpower suit of energy.
Yeah. As
it should. So I imagine glowing in the dark, it will look pretty nice also. The stand has a glow in the dark Green Lantern logo on it. It has a card stand for its card. And that also has a glow in the dark feature on it. So there's this glow in the dark stuff everywhere with this guy.
I do like the special stands where this one has the Green Lantern logo. But like the Superman, the lightning bolts, the special stands I do like. This is just a giant.
Yeah, that's another one of those big square stands that I thought was an armband last time.
It looks like a knife sharpening block or something.
And it kind of stinks because the other ones had the logo of the character. It had like the Flash, or it said Superman, or it had Spawn on it. This just says DC. Like, really? We needed just a giant DC logo? Why couldn't you put Martian Manhunter's logo on it? Or something, I don't know.
He's got a huge logo there on his chest.
Yeah, or you could have just put his title logo. Either or.
Yeah.
They both would have looked a lot better than just another stand with a giant DC stamp on it.
This one has a different style of card stand, which I find interesting.
Yeah, the accent pieces all have that little one, like the accent edition figures, and then the other ones like the sketch cards or the Jokerized figures or this glow-in-the-dark guy has the big tall stand right here. So that's interesting. I wonder what number we got. This card is really in there.
who cares about the cards? Do we know anyone? Have we ever seen anyone that cares about the cards?
I mean, I keep them all, but
I think I've
I
seen.
don't like look at them or trade them with people.
I've maybe seen 3 people that keep the cards in like some kind of baseball card binder thing.
Even that's.
But I think most people don't care about the cards, and Todd's putting a lot of effort into making special stands for cards that I think are winding up in a pile. Or the trash.
I mean, maybe these figures have a better chance of having the card displayed with them, but all the rest of them, probably not.
It's a very confusing choice.
This is $13.93, by the way, out of 3,000. So that's interesting. Yeah, it is kind of, oof. How do you get this in here without destroying it? Oh my God. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look at this guy. Martian Manhunter. Very gray. A lot of black and a little bit of red and some silver highlights.
I've always liked John's face on this figure.
It's a good head sculpt. I really like it a lot too. I don't know how to get this card out of here without destroying it.
It's very in there.
Oh, and it's already crinked on the top. That's good. $14.79. I get a lot of them in the 14s, don't I? So he's $14.79.
Well, you're in the lower half. If that's worth anything.
I feel like it doesn't matter. It's the only reason this card matters is because it's the only place that has the number of this figure on it. So that's why this card matters, and none of the rest of them do. I guess. I don't know. He's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool, and I think they would look nice together as a set.
I almost wish they went with the other version of him. The other sculpt, like the classic one.
Sure.
But whatever.
Maybe there wasn't as much to accent.
That's true. I imagine that was probably the case. He'll look nice next to the other guys.
He's got silver that I didn't originally notice.
Yeah, and it's actually silver, which is cool. I like it's not just gray, it's actually like a chrome silver paint. So that's pretty good. And his little cape clips, like his Thor cape clasps in his belt. That's cool. I sort of wish he came with an alternate arm, though, like in this card where he's got this giant shape-shifted arm to hold this little girl that he's keeping rubble off of.
That would be cool.
That would be sick. I think he has a lot of opportunities to give characters extra appendages and pieces that he doesn't. That's why I really hope that Cyborg Superman that's coming out is real, because it's so asymmetrical with that giant crazy arm and then the regular human arm. Like, I want that to be a real figure so bad. So bad. I hope it is.
I think there's a lot of opportunity for his sculptors to go crazy with Martian Manhunter, or if he does White Martian. Almost said White Lantern for a minute there. But yeah.
That'll be just Kyle re-released again.
Right, which I think is still inevitable, but I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, now that you mention it, some shape-shifting stuff, accessories would be nice.
Maybe a different head, like the more alien head, because here he looks almost like Ben Grimm.
He does.
And here he's a lot more clean. It's more like a classic alien-looking head, so that'd be cool.
But the
different
Jaime...
head. Or the long head would be cool that he has sometimes with the lines on it.
But the Jaime Blue Beetle figure had the forearm swapping technology. Like you could do
kind of like
something
the cyborg
with,
figure. Was it like the Justice League cyborg figure's forearm, but the peg that was like right here, and it like just unattached, or
Justice League cyborg? I don't. Yes. I'm trying to remember, but yes. So I think some people, the trouble for some people was they were trying to swap the gun onto his wrist and it didn't fit there. You needed to pull it apart higher up.
I see.
And like pull off the whole forearm, plug the gun on.
And they never really come with instructions on any of these on how to use the accessories.
No.
So
some of those flash things, you're like, how does this attach?
Right. Does this go on his head, like on his foot? Yeah, those are kind of just at your own discretion type accessories. Well, I don't know. I think these guys are pretty cool. They fit in with the set nicely. They'll look nice on a shelf with these cool boxes. or even just without the boxes.
Glow in the dark, I feel like, is pretty niche as far as like gimmicks go.
Yeah.
But he's not overdoing it, and I think it works both with Swamp Thing and with Green Lantern.
I like the Green Lantern better. I did not get Swamp Thing just because I didn't like that it's not entirely glow in the dark. It looks like someone just sprayed little areas with like a spray bottle and we're like, randomly, I'll put like 5 little blotches and the rest of the figure doesn't glow. I wish the whole thing glowed. I think it should. But that's an easy enough custom. People were doing that before it even happened.
Could be done.
I've seen some really good custom glow in the dark Swamp Things that can be done. Do you at least see a little bit of appeal in these ones?
I think that's what I was trying to say, at least as far as the glow in the dark. The accent is still
hit or miss.
It's, again, I think they will look nice together, and it's nice that the line is continuing, that he's putting out at least in close proximity to one another. I'm sure more stuff is going to be both announced and surprise released.
Yeah. Just will show up and you'll be like, what?
It's a very confusing line to follow.
It really is. And it just gets more and more confusing with places you pre-order from not being able to fill pre-orders. And
now with blacklights.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And now there's blacklight ones too. And oh, I haven't even gotten down that road. And I missed all those ones. Like I said, the only one I would want would be the Scarecrow at this point. That Joker just looks ridiculous to me. So yeah, who knows? Who knows what'll be next? I'm hoping for a Wonder Woman, but I hope it's the classic one. Obviously, we still need a Batman, but I feel like that Knightfall Batman, they released like a special Knightfall Batman that was repainted in this same type of box where he had like the black shadow on his mask, like that circle, and then also on his
that was the San Diego
trunks, I think, but not on his gloves and not on his boots or anywhere else on him. So it was another one where it's like, why are his face and his crotch shaded, but the rest of him is just flat? It looked very weird. I don't know. I didn't like that one. I'm not a big fan of that figure in general. I think it looks tiny compared to other Batman figures. I think it's like a step back now. It almost looks too small, especially next to that Bane. Because the Bane it goes with is like this big.
That Bane is too big, just like the Swamp Thing is too big.
Well, they scaled him to like that one cover where he's just freaking huge, but it's like he wasn't that big in the comics. He was just a really big guy. Like, yeah, he did get ridiculously big with Venom, but not as big as that figure.
No.
That was nuts. So I guess that's where we're at with that.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts? Or
I think I've said everything.
Yeah.
I think I've said everything I've got.
I think I have 2. So that is that. Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern. Maybe he'll release another accent version, not a glow-in-the-dark one, of like Jon Stewart or something, or like Kyle Rayner. We'll get an accent white lantern. There you go. He'll be black and white and white. So until we get our rainbow of Kyle Lantern figures, that will probably be about it for this video, I imagine. This review, wrapping it up. That's about it. Leave your comments, like, and subscribe. Let us know if you guys got these figures anywhere, if you guys were able to pre-order them or not. What do you guys think? You getting the whole set? Who do you hope they come up with next? And what colors do you think they'll be? Seems like he's just going to make them all black and red from now on. Who knows? I guess that's about it. I am Dan.
Toast.
And when he makes some more of these goofy things, we will see you next time. Man, these got fingerprints all over the boxes again. Oh. Todd.
Let's get out.